Are you looking for the best Epson printers? In this video we will look at some of the best Epson printers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Epson EcoTank Pro ET5850. The best Epson printer we've tested is the Epson EcoTank Pro ET5850, an all-in-one inkjet model with a refillable ink tank. It has many connectivity options, including Wi-Fi, Ethernet, and USB, and it's compatible with Apple AirPrint and Mopria print service. The scanner is equipped with an automatic document feeder to process long, multi-page documents quickly, and it can also scan double-sided sheets, albeit in 2 passes. The scan quality is okay, good enough for documents but not ideal for photos, as it has trouble capturing finer details. As for its print quality, it produces very sharp black and color documents. It has a good color range and is exceptionally good at producing small details in photos, but the pictures look grainy. The ink tanks hold a lot of ink and let you print many pages before you need to refill them again. Plus, replacement ink is cheap, so it doesn't cost much to maintain. Overall, it's a great option for any office and is among the best EcoTank printers we've tested. If you find this model too pricey, check out the Epson EcoTank Pro ET5180. It has nearly identical features and yields more prints, but it doesn't feel as well built, lacks automatic duplex scanning, and prints slower at 14 black or 8 color pages per minute. Number 2. Epson EcoTank ET3850. If you don't need all the features of a high-end model like the Epson EcoTank Pro ET5850 and want to save some money, get the Epson EcoTank ET3850, also one of the best Epson EcoTank printers we've tested. Aside from a few flimsy plastic pieces like the automatic document feeder, this printer feels reasonably well built, with a design that allows easy access to paper jams. You get the usual connectivity options like USB, Wi-Fi, and Ethernet, and it even has voice assistant integration, letting you initiate printing via Apple's Siri or Amazon's Alexa. This model prints black and color documents well. Some finer details don't always come through, but the quality is still very good. Printing speed is so-so, it's decently fast with black and white documents but slow with color documents. A 4x6 photo can take over a minute and a half to print, although the photos look very detailed and colorful. What makes this model stand out is its incredibly high page yield. A full tank yields thousands of prints. Needless to say, the cost per print is exceptionally low. If you regularly scan documents, know that the scanner can only process 3 pages per minute through the feeder, and it doesn't support duplex scanning, so you'll have to flip the pages manually when scanning double-sided sheets. Number 3. Epson Workforce Pro WF4830. Our best budget pick is the Epson Workforce Pro WF4830, an all-in-one color inkjet model. Unlike the higher-end picks above, it uses traditional ink cartridges instead of a refillable ink tank. It feels sturdily built and sports a large touch-sensitive display with an easy-to-navigate user interface. Its ADF-equipped scanner processes up to 18 pages per minute, supports duplex scanning, and has an optical character recognition feature that lets you scan documents into text files for quick keyword searches. Its wide connectivity options include external storage support, meaning it can print directly off a USB flash drive. Printing-wise, the WF4830 performs well. Documents look very sharp, and photos look detailed and reasonably color accurate. Its printing speed is great, it's just a little slow with color documents. As expected, its page yield is much lower than the EcoTank models, meaning you'll need to replace the ink cartridges often. The cartridges are relatively cheap, so the printer won't cost too much to maintain. However, it does require more general maintenance, and you may have to interrupt print jobs often to put in new cartridges. On the upside, it has a massive 500-sheet input tray, which is great for high-volume printing. If you want to save more money, check out the Epson Workforce Pro WF4820 variant. It performs similarly but has a smaller 250-sheet input tray and a slightly lower ADF capacity. Number 4. Epson Workforce WF 2860. If you need a cheap printer to get the job done, we recommend the Epson Workforce WF 2860, a simple all-in-one inkjet printer designed for home use. It has a decent build, a small but responsive touch-sensitive display, and plenty of connectivity options, including Wi-Fi, USB, and Ethernet. It works with Epson's mobile companion app, which you can use to print, scan, copy, and perform maintenance tasks. The scanner has an automatic feeder to scan long, multi-page documents but no duplex scanning, so you'll have to flip the pages manually. It's quick to initialize and prints black and white documents decently fast at 16 pages per minute. However, it's slow to print color documents and photos. Like most budget models, its low page yield is the main drawback, as its ink cartridges get you only around 250 black and 170 color prints. The overall cost per print is good, although color printing can get expensive if you print a lot. There are XL cartridges available if you want to increase the yield, and the printer also accepts third-party ink, which might be cheaper. Number 5. Epson EcoTank Photo ET8550. If you want to print photos, get the Epson EcoTank Photo ET8550, one of the best EcoTank printers we've tested. It uses gray and photo black ink in addition to the usual cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, letting it produce extremely detailed and colorful photos. It tends to oversaturate colors slightly, so while photos look visually pleasing, they are not the most color accurate. It takes less than a minute to print a 4x6 photo and supports various paper sizes up to 13x19, which is great for printing posters. You don't need to worry about high maintenance costs as it's a supertank model with amazing page yields and cheap ink. Of course, although it's primarily for photo printing, you can still use it in an office setting. The downside is that you only get a flatbed scanner, so scanning multi-page and double-sided documents can be extremely time-consuming. It doesn't require much maintenance, you just have to ensure you print often enough to prevent the print heads from clogging. If you don't need wide format printing and would rather save money, you can get the cheaper Epson EcoTank Photo ET8500 variant. It performs exactly like the ET8550 but only supports paper sizes up to 8.5x11.